Howdy, my name is Kayla Sarek and this is my film assignment for Psychology 107. The movie I've chosen is Adaptation, directed by Spike Jonze, and the character I wish to diagnose is Charlie Kaufman, who is the protagonist in this movie. He is a middle-aged man who works as a scriptwriter for films. One particular that he is working on in the movie is The Orchid Thief. He is under a great deal of stress to write a movie about a book, which is something he has never had to do before. He wants to do the author of this book justice, but doesn't know how, and he also has a very hard time communicating with people. The disorder he has is anxiety. Anxiety is a response to a threat or danger that your brain releases hormones such as adrenaline. Once the threatening situation is stopped, your body will usually return to normal. However, if you do have this anxiety disorder, these feelings of fear and danger are ongoing and interrupt your daily routine long after the threat is gone, which can make you feel as though some things are worse than they actually are. DSM-5 says this is generalized anxiety disorder. I believe that if Charlie went to a therapist in the movie, he would be diagnosed with anxiety and social anxiety due to his incapability to communicate his feelings to others. I believe anxiety is a disorder amongst all cultures. However, the severity of it alters based on culture and environment because anxiety is a response to threat and danger. Different cultures embody different dangers and threats and environments as well. A stigma of anxiety that is most people think that it's not a real medical illness because you cannot see the physical that it is doing. And most people also think that a person can just snap in and out of it. The effect of this stigmatism is because that most people think this and have a negative attitude towards the condition, it reduces the chance that more people will speak out. A first symptom is sweating and shaking.
Clients share their opinion with me, and it's like, oh wow, I
wonder if it's cancer. There's a bump. I'm starting to sweat. Stop sweating.
You can see the sweat dripping down his face and the anxiety that he feels when put in a situation with another person.
She thinks I'm bald.
think you're great.
Only pay for what you need with Libya.
The second clip is a video of him panicking.
I have no understanding of anything outside of my own panic and self-loathing and pathetic little existence. It's like the only thing I'm actually qualified to write about is myself and my own self.
Symptom 2 is his racing thoughts and the lack of his concentration. The writer and the producer of this movie do a great job of showing what he is thinking at all times. You can see here he's just rambling on about different things that he's just bought. And in the second clip, you can see the lack of his concentration.
To begin. How to start. I'm hungry. I should get coffee. Coffee would help me think. But I should write something first, then reward myself with coffee. Coffee and a muffin. Okay.
A symptom that is not shown in the movie is muscle achiness and soreness. The character never shows any signs of achiness or fatigue. A treatment plan for him is to reduce his caffeine consumption, as you can already see in the last video, or take anxiolytic or SSRIs, or psychotherapy. An ethical concern of SSRIs is the safety and efficacy of it, and it can also be addictive. Psychotherapy, which is cognitive behavioral therapy, the concerns are competence is validity. Some barriers that this character faces is the pride of being a successful writer and his trouble communicating with others, so he can't get his point across or really tell people how he's feeling. I believe that the film does a good job of portraying this disorder and anxiety because it does show all of these signs and symptoms throughout the whole movie and his panic attacks and the racing thoughts, because the writer has done a very good job of explaining his thoughts and actually saying them out loud even though they're in his head. However, this film makes it seem like anxiety is this severe, and the way the character interacts makes the audience think that all forms of anxiety are just like this. However, anxiety does not always have to be to this extrema, and some people hide it better than others, which is also another perspective that we may not always see it the same way, we can't really interpret it the exact same for everybody because everybody's mind is different and has different ideas. And that concludes my presentation of anxiety in the Adaptation movie. Thank you.